April, General Manekshaw, the army chief, called up to say that the government required the army to intervene there immediately. I told him that was not possible because we had mountain divisions and no bridges and the monsoon was about to break. We even don't have the infrastructural facilities to enter Bangladesh, and if we enter, we are sure to get stuck. So I suggested Manekshaw to delay this till 15 November so that by then the land dried up completely.
December 1971, a scar which is impossible to forget for Pakistan. This was the date when Pakistan was split into two and anti-India forces received a big blow of defeat. This is the story of the Indo-Pak War, which gave birth to a new nation, Bangladesh. Since its formation, Pakistan was divided into two geographical areas, Western Pakistan and Eastern Pakistan. Sheikh Mujib ruling Pakistan. Awami League's majority was ignored and disrespected. This was betraying the people of Eastern Pakistan, resulting in fueling flames of revolt in the region.
That night, 25th March, lot of killing. Whole Dhaka city was full of fire. People were crying for saving their life.
And when I came to know what type of genocide they are committing in Bangladesh, they are killing our intellectuals, killing our students, raping our women and killing them, killing the innocent villagers, and they are on the rampage. They're determined to kill as many people as possible so that we become the minority and not the majority population of Pakistan.
March 1971, Pak military started committing widespread atrocities, murders, rapes. The cruelty saw no end. Mujib was arrested.
Indian government is helping in sheltering our refugees, maybe millions of them. I didn't know the number at that time. Also helping in training the Mukti Bahini, attending to our sick and wounded, attending to the victims of genocide. And the common people of India rose to help the Bengali population.
When the Pakistan cracked down on the night of 26th March 1971, our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, declared independence and gave a clarion call to the people of Bangladesh to fight out the Pakistan occupation forces till the final liberation and independence of Bangladesh.
Bangladeshi citizens collected their resources and formed an armed troop, whose aim was freedom from West Pakistan's atrocities and inequality. This armed group later began being called Mukti Bahini. March 1971, Indian government talked about helping the people in Eastern Bengal. On one side, India was extending a helping hand for refugees, but on the other side, India knew that this help had limitations. India believed that Sheikh Mujib should be released from jail. India also told world leaders that if Pakistan continues to instigate at the borders, India will not hesitate to retaliate. Tried show of strength at East Pakistan's northwestern areas, which had adjoining borders with India. But the Indian Air Force, in a befitting reply, destroyed Pak's sleek Sabres that were considered the most modern fighter jets and busted the myth that they were invincible.
I would like to make it absolutely clear that we shall defend our honor. We shall defend our territorial integrity.
Pakistan started increasing tension on both eastern and western borders of India.
first mission was at Dhaka. That was 1 minute past 12 midnight.
Indian warships and submarines in deep sea completely blocked the Karachi harbour. Few days after which the Indian Navy destroyed several Pak ships, destroying Karachi harbour completely. This action proved decisive later on.
When the Pakistanis attacked, bombed some of our air bases in North India, we were directed that war has broken out and to open the orders and proceed in execution of that, which is what we did thereafter, basically closing the Makran coast.
In 71 we had submarine of the Balochistan coast, we had submarine of Karachi coast, we had a submarine in the Bay of Bengal. So we managed to deter everywhere. The Pakistan Navy did not come out of the port.
Targeting the Karachi harbour on 4 December 1971, the Indian Navy started with Operation Trident. In the darkness of the night on 8th and 9th December 1971, Indian Navy destroyed many warships of the Pak Navy at the Karachi harbour, making it impossible to reach or leave the place. Indian Army takes the edge at Jaisor, Darsana, Shamshernagar in East Pakistan. By 5th December, important strategic places like rail services and roads were occupied. East Pakistan's Air Force was left to shambles in just 48 hours. Indian Army Chief General Manekshaw sent a message to East Pakistan Army for surrender, but Pakistan did not agree. This was also the time when Pakistan was continuing to create tensions at the western borders. Indian Army struck back at the western borders and the attack was so fierce that India captured 2000 square kilometer area in Pakistan. On the other hand, India got a big win in East Pakistan on 9 December. The last wait was for Dhaka to collapse. India once again asked Eastern Pak Army to surrender so that loss of lives can be prevented. But Pakistan paid no heed. had collapsed. Mukti Bahini's support proved decisive. Meanwhile, there was strict vigilance in Chittagong, Cox's Bazar and other ports of eastern Pakistan. Moreover, fighter jets from INS Vikrant didn't even give a breather to the Pak army. The last lap for Dhaka had begun. The government had collapsed. The Pak army was surrounded. Additional parachute troops seized Dhaka. The 36th Pakistan Division had already surrendered. 15th December 1971. East Pakistan's Army Commander General Amir Abdul Khan Niazi was sent the last message to surrender. Commander wanted to have some conditions for surrender, but the Indian Army had made it clear that this would be a surrender without conditions. And it happened exactly that way. Right after this, India declared a ceasefire in the UN, to which Pakistan agreed. After this began the era of Bangladesh development. India did not leave Bangladesh's side even then. A story of friendship was being written, which continues to create new milestones till today. A new journey began of a new development. The journey was to strengthen the relations between both the countries in every sector, in every way.
I remember when I was in India in 1971, the way common people treated us, we can never forget. So we have a rock-solid relationship with India, and with the new government in India, Modi government, it has went up to a new height.
Today, when Bangladesh celebrates 50 years of the Bangladesh Liberation War, the relationship has added golden pages to its glory.
बांग्लादेश हमारी नेबरहुड फर्स्ट नीति का एक प्रमुख स्तंभ है। बांग्लादेश के साथ संबंधों में मजबूती और गहराई लाना मेरे लिए पहले दिन से ही विशेष प्राथमिकता रही है। यह बात सही है कि वैश्विक महामारी के कारण यह वर्ष बहुत ही चुनौतीपूर्ण रहा है, लेकिन संतोष का विषय है कि इस कठिन समय में भारत और बांग्लादेश के बीच अच्छा सहयोग रहा। लैंड बॉर्डर ट्रेड में बाधाओं को हमने कम किया, दोनों देशों के बीच कनेक्टिविटी का विस्तार किया, नए साधनों को जोड़ा। यह सब हमारे संबंधों को और अधिक मजबूत करने के हमारे इरादों को दर्शाता है।
Bangladesh Liberation War's 50th year adds another golden chapter to India-Bangladesh ties. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman had declared Bangladesh as a separate nation on 26 March 1971.
Our government, since 2014, has put in a lot of effort in this relationship, And indeed, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, for her part, and her government, has, since she came to power for the second and the current ongoing period, has consistently prioritized the steady improvement of bilateral relations. It is also a fact that we have done things, resolved issues that have plagued us for decades.
But as far as our relationship is concerned today, it is deeper, wider, and more comprehensive than at any time in the last 50 years.
While Corona poses a threat to human lives, India is still standing by its friend and neighbor Bangladesh and helping it battle the pandemic by sending over 90 lakh doses of COVID vaccine to the nation.
The Indian armed forces are taking retaliatory measures to repel Pakistani aggression. The Mukti Bahini gains strength.
Marking 50 years of liberation, Bangladesh and India together want to make this occasion a memorable one. Where the message is loud and clear of upholding democratic values, marching ahead together towards development and fighting atrocities and injustice and standing shoulder to shoulder with each other on every occasion.
हम हैं चौकस।